12 years a slave. Geez, I thought that was about I thought that was about government schools.
Yeah. So I guess to come back to the original point, should I be taking the risks that I am to protect myself? I mean, I do understand that me dying from a terrorist attack is just about as likely as the Chinese coming and invading the coast, which probably is not going to happen. I doubt that it will happen in my lifetime. But I just cannot shake that feeling that if the situation arises where I am somewhere where I should not be hearing gunshots and I hear them, I cannot be the one who runs away. I can't.
Why?
I can't do it because that's
Why?
what pussies do, damn it. And real American men who are armed and ready and trained they're not pussies, okay? We've done a lot to make sure.
Okay. No, I get it. I
Okay,
get it,
sorry.
G.I. Joe. But let me give you a pushback here and see if this makes any sense, all right? Who are you going to be saving?
My fellow Americans, that's who I'm going to be saving, whether I agree with them
You
or
were
not.
in liberal soup land.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they deserve to die because they think they're.
You're not killing them.
I know.
You're not killing them. Are you going to go and risk your life to save a bunch of socialists who are going to hug their killers if they get half a chance?
Yes.
Why?
Because
don't you have any pride in your genes and your life and your future and your children to be?
They're Americans. And that's what you have to do as a real American is you have to stand up.
You don't have to do it. And don't give me this word real like it's a philosophical argument. Make the case.
Look, it's as simple as the fact that without people who are willing to stand up to evil in our communities or around the world, we are not going to be a nation anymore. And
I get that, but can you stand up against evil when you're 6 foot under the ground? The conflict is not you throwing yourself in front of some fat government worker who's going to bleed you dry of pension money, all she can get. That's not the courage that's needed to fight evil. You don't have to block a bullet to fight evil.
No, but the courage
that's just
to
like
shoot
good
back.
Guy dead. What you need to do is talk with people and confront people and speak truth to power. That's how you fight evil. It's not you taking a bullet for somebody who have you thrown in jail for following your own conscience, for God, some statist.
I've been trying.
I got to reorient you. Nick, I want to be clear. I mean, look, if God forbid my friends or family were in some mall where there was a shooter of any ethnicity and you were around, I'd be like, yeah, shoot him.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
Shoot him, then shoot him again. Then just shoot him again once more just to make sure he's dead. Then drive a truck over him, shoot him again, dig him up, shoot him again, throw him down the sewers, drown him, shoot him again.
Yeah.
Right? And until he's dust in the wind, keep shooting him. Like, so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm not a pacifist. So I understand that. But the chilling reality is that you could seriously risk your life, get shot, get killed, get wounded, be put in a wheelchair for your life, get your balls shot off, be unable to bear children, to save a bunch of people who'll then vote to take away your guns. That's my issue. Or vote to increase your taxes.
Yeah.
Right? That's, I get the big blob of goo in your brain called America, but America is not chock full of people like you anymore.
Yeah, I guess so. It didn't used to be this way. Shit, I remember when I was a kid, it wasn't this way.
Oh my God! And when in America in the 1950s and the 1960s, when it was still 99+% white, kids could take guns to school for target practice at recess.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cared. So you have a tribal loyalty, which I admire. I really admire it, and I'm not saying don't have those feelings, and not that it would matter if I did, but I get your tribal loyalty. You are alpha wolf, protect the tribe, right?
Yeah, the sheepdog.
And I get that, and I that is a heroic and noble and fantastic.
But
experience, feeling, and set of principles to have. But you got to figure out who's actually your tribe, because we case-selected people have the mistake, or make the mistake, of thinking everyone in proximity is part of our tribe, and it's not the case. Now, we're evolved that way because when you're a wolf, everyone who's a wolf who's around you is part of your tribe.
yeah,
So proximity being tribal, you said, they're all Americans. That's your tribe, and I admire your desire to protect that. But we are not a nation of wolves anymore. Neither your nation nor my nation are a nation of wolves anymore. There are backstabbers and betrayers and weasels and counter wolves, anti-wolves, hunters of wolves, people who want our pelts on their fucking walls. You got to know who is your actual tribe, because proximity doesn't count anymore. You know, I've had great multi-ethnic callers call into this show, great conversation with black guys and Chinese women and you name it, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're my tribe because they're thinking. They're my tribe. Way more in common with them than some other white 49-year-old socialist shitlord.
Yeah.
I mean, just way more in common. Your tribe is the people who think. Your tribe is the people who question. Your tribe is the people who are willing to put principle above pleasure. Because that's the only thing that civilization is the desire and the willingness to put principle up above pleasure. And like you, I will fight to the death for my tribe being people who think, but we're kind of scattered. And I try and put out as much energy as I can every time I do a show, trying to encourage people to join the tribe, join the thinkers, join the reasoners, join the empiricists, join the people who can put two cogent thoughts together and use it to overcome prior programming. That's the price of admission. But those who are exposed to philosophy and choose selfishness, who choose mysticism, who choose collectivism, who choose superstition, after being exposed to philosophy, before they're exposed to philosophy, they're in a state of nature. I get it, it's fine. After they've been exposed to philosophy, well, sorry. After you're exposed to philosophy, you're either with us or you're against us. You may think there's a middle ground. I know there isn't. And don't risk your life for the enemy. Don't cross lines and say, I'd die for these Germans as a Brit, right? You got to know who's in your tribe and who's against your tribe. And I was hoping, of course, at the beginning of this show, not this show, but this show as a whole, at the beginning of my sort of philosophy project of the last 30 years, where we just spread reason and evidence and everybody becomes part of the same tribe. But I have to be an empiricist, which means I have to track what's actually happened. I have to look behind. I can't just drive as if I don't have a rearview mirror. I got to circle back and evaluate. So figure out who is your tribe and fight to the death for your tribe. But give nothing to the enemy. No succor to the enemy. Not a cup of water, not a bowl of gruel. No, not shelter, not kind words, not conciliation, not forgiveness. Because the only way at this point to increase the tribe of the thinking is to be merciless against the anti-thinkers. And that's my concern. Because you've got the case-selected thing, which is everyone around me is my tribe, and that makes perfect sense in the Stone Age when all of our emotional and intellectual apparatus is developed. Right now, a lot of spies in the tribe, man. You got to know who is who.
Right. I really appreciate your time, Stefan. I won't take any more of it. I just want to say thank you again for the opportunity to come on here and speak with you. It has been pretty enlightening. I'll say that much.